This the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show. Crypto and crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's crypto and crypto. Don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's crypto and crypto. Don't flip, yo. Pause. I'm back. Make it crypto and crypto. We got these indicators. Don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know we're making crypto and crypto. Hit the like and subscribe. We're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto.
I get excited when I buy crypto. You got to keep your emotions, guys. Every morning, Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Well, you hit the like, you hit the subscribe. We talk about going on this ride and going to the moon. And damn, hopefully we're going soon. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope you're having a great morning. I hope you learn how to take a sip and then buy the dip. None of this is financial advice. Every day going over the crypto space, technical analysis for you. Pretty excited, though. Guys, I don't know, many of you, ladies and gentlemen, who know me, well, we have a hard time getting likes on this channel. We have a hard time getting views sometimes when we do give out information that seems to be relatively amazing. And 1.35K views. That's insane. 10.2K hearts. Guys, this is insane because this is a very important topic. If you go to my YouTube channel, check us out. Go to the shorts, if you may. 1.484K subscribers, all-time highs. I appreciate it. Hit the like, become a wolf, become a subscriber today. We're going to keep you up to date with the S&P. We're going to keep you up to date with the DXY. We're going to talk a little bit about that and how this affects the crypto space and where I think Bitcoin may actually hit 25K again. But please go to the shorts if you may. Get to this video as we can get it moving. And 15 views. We need to get that higher American-funded pensions. That's the 135K views on Instagram. It's pretty amazing, so I would appreciate if you could help us out. Who is this gentleman? This is Wall Street Pete, right? The place where we used to work here when it was very busy. So if you're new to the channel, this is where I'm from. This is where I used to work. This is the exact pit where I was at. It's awesome. Open outcry before digital assets and all these things occurred. Digital payments. This is a lunchtime. People were on lunch. Most likely it was a dead day in the market. And nothing going on right now. I worked for Paribas. I love these guys. Some of the greatest people I ever got to meet on the trading floor. Gotham Energy Brokers gave me the option to get my first job ever working on this trading floor. You can see the paper, everything all over the floor. This is where I worked. I came in here every day with a smile on my face. I couldn't wait to get the fuck here to work. One of the greatest places in the world. And as you can see, when it's busy, what it looks like right here, that's what it looks like. So FOMC meeting is coming today. Quarter basis points, most likely, rate hike to be inserted into our economy, which is unfortunate for us. Cardano network transactions skyrockets, bullish takeover imminent. Well, most likely, I think it is overdue. As you know, a lot of the altcoins, a lot of everything here is going bananas. So it is altcoin season, in my opinion, even though Bitcoin is going to go down possibly to 27.7. Retest down. I'm going to show you the TA on it in a minute. Hit the like and subscribe. Analysts warn of more bank failures, possible recession, and global repercussions caused by First Republic Bank collapse. Now we got people bidding for that particular bank. So we're getting concerned now. Yes, we should be very concerned. Coinbase launches international exchange as tensions with U.S. regulators grow. Lots to talk about. It's insane. Then we get into this. And, you know, speaking of regulation, listen to this.
Are trying to regulate this industry off of a 1933 footprint. And so this would be like me telling you we created the automobile and we just recently created the airplane. Take the driver's ed manual and apply it to the air traffic. Okay, you can't use 1930 and 1940 regulation to regulate this industry. Regulators are trying to regulate this industry off of.
I mean, that couldn't be any more of a fact, so it's pretty true. We're trying to work out something. And here's another beautiful thing. I'm going to keep the sound off because I'm not going to be allowed to play it. But people and things we'll never see again, right? Bubble gum, cigarettes, remember? Magazines, Marlboro smoking cigarettes, Blockbuster. We'll never see that again. The rotary phone and this one particular paying. Winston, cigarette machine, no. Tupac's gone. Biggie's gone, right? We'll never see some of these things again. And you'll see where this is going. The Prince, he's gone. Elvis, the King, Marilyn Monroe. Mr. Lee. And Chuck Norris is still here with us. Please hit the like and subscribe. But he'll never be Chuck Norris again, Chris Farley. And man, Kobe and Gigi. Hurts a lot to see that. And most of all, where I used to work, the Twin Towers. Pretty insane to see that. We'll never see that again. But really, this is one thing I hope we never see again, right? No way we see another president like this again. I hate to bash that. But the other thing is what we'll never see is probably 10,000. We'll never see 10,000 Bitcoin again. So that was a pretty cool little thing. Follow us on Instagram if you've not done so. Check us out.
Other bank failure here this year. Do you think it's going to have any impact on what the Fed does on Wednesday?
No, I really don't. I think what the Fed's looking at, if you just go back to the minutes for the March meeting, you can kind of, dive in a little bit into the inner thinking of the voting members, is they're looking for any kind of strains or stresses in the funding markets. And quite the opposite. Actually, the funding markets are beginning to show some signs of alleviation of the pressures that we saw in March following Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank. So as long as I think the Fed sees the plumbing, for lack of a better way of putting it, is in order, that they'll give us that one more quarter point rate hike.
Another bank failure here this year.
Hey, Kenyatta, that's an awesome comment. I hope we don't get Trump again. Not Trump supporter. This is why I stay away from the politics world. But just a question. It's just a question. Who the fuck is going to be president? And I'm not knocking what you're saying, because I think we'll probably go to war if that man is our president. That's my opinion. I have no clue what could actually happen, but it's the truth. I think we'll go to war. I don't want to go to war, so I'm not scared to fight for what I believe in, but I think that's where we would be heading. He's very fire missile hungry. But yet, 91.5% chance we see a quarter rate hike here. So pretty interesting to see what's going on. But I know Biden can't be the president anymore. What blows my mind, and here we're going to the S&P. Speaking on that topic, what blows my mind is isn't there a special tests and requirements that you need to have when you become president of the United States, or any country for that matter, or any place? I'll tell you right now, the shape that this gentleman's in, and I'm not mocking or making fun of nobody, I'm in no shape or order to be able to do that, he would not pass today as the president for anywhere. They would say you have Alzheimer's, you have a lot of things, high blood pressure. Who the fuck knows what this guy really has on the other side of things? But one of the biggest things to be is a speaker. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not the greatest speaker in the world, but I'll tell you right now, I do a better job than he could speaking, and that's about all I could do. I wouldn't say I could do better at anything else. That's all I said. So getting into the S&P right now, we do see a little bit of a 2.5% fall coming in. Let's get into what I know, what I can talk about. So as I see that happening, I see this M top forming. Perhaps we get another rise all the way up to the 41.56 hit resistance again. As you can see many times, we've broke above resistance and come right back down to hell. So I actually believe this is going to happen. We're going to come back through. We'll see what goes on with the S&P. The DXY is doing something definitely crazy here, testing that bottom every time. Concerned, waiting for that to break through. Once it breaks through the $1 here, we're going to find ourselves ultimately coming down below more than we could possibly imagine. So like I said, we'll pay attention to this very closely as the DXY, excuse me, let me get a sip of water here. So I'm going to speak a little bit about where I think Bitcoin's going and how Pepe could be hitting resistance perfectly of the price we've had before, and why I think that we're hitting this double top here, even for Pepe, as we're looking at everything else. You can see here we're getting a little resistance. I do think, ladies and gentlemen, getting back to the Fibonacci sequence, as I brought it back to where it should have been, and this chart came right back. Son of a bitch. I don't know how that happened. Get rid of all that. That's a shame. I'm starting it over, guys. I'm sorry. Remove the drawing. I didn't mean to do that. What happens is my TA gets ruined, and I want you to see I'm not copying from nobody. No, of course not. We're doing our own thing here. And as you can see, the growth coming in. This is what we want to pay close attention to, for Pepe, that is. And you want to talk about an altcoin, bring it up. Let's talk about it. Why not? Where I think we may come through here, and what did we do? We hit this perfectly, as you can see. We retraced 50% back down, and that was perfectly. So 50% back down, ladies and gentlemen. Usually a good test for the Fibonacci sequence. If we break through down to there, you're going to see that the other levels are most likely where we go all the way to 61.8 and perhaps possibly the other third level of 53. I'm going to be paying close attention to that level. That's something. This is a trading zone range, I would say. I'm going to buy back in here. This is where I'm looking to get back in. So it's up to you. Not financial advice, just a gentleman twice as nice. Pretty big pullback here. They do retrace shit coins, altcoins, 50% typically. Well, wouldn't be surprised if we get all the way to one of these. So scary, 78.6. A lot of people get hurt. This is why you don't hodl at these point in times. You take your money, you sell out, and you get what you can on the double top. See? Big double top. When was the last time we seen a double top? Well, ladies and gentlemen, go back to the September, October video, and I said, people have been following me for years here. That's why they have to like and subscribe. So make sure you do comment. What asset would you like to go over? I'm looking in the comment section. I don't see that. So, but if you pay here all the way back from the time frame when I said, look at the video, October, as you can see here on the bottom, October 13th, 14th, I said look at the double top. I expect this DXY to head down, do a head and shoulders pattern all the way through down to here. So we're still actually getting that exactly. So if you remember, showing some things here, let's talk about it. Total crypto market cap. We seem to just be getting lower and lower every time I look, right, over the couple days. 1.20, 1.21, it's getting back down to the lower range. So we're coming in long. We hold the 1.1, 1.2 trillion. We'll be fine. I can see that actually occurring, so don't be surprised. And all that happens, well, this is where we're looking at. So looking at the crypto altcoin season here. Crypto market cap for the altcoins. Let's see what's going on, right? Excludes the BTC and the ETH. Pretty exciting to see this. We're getting in an area where we're creating new higher low. So maybe every time you get down into this pattern of this current time, what is this coming through? This is coming all the way from December into January of 2023, just like I showed you on the chart with Bitcoin. Here are some altcoins showing you some big pump time frames. So let's see what happens. Could be a good time to get into some other altcoins again as you're thinking, oh, it's time to sell. Well, if we break this trend, then yes, that was a good moment. But pay attention to that. Bitcoin dominance. I want to pay attention to certain things here. Bitcoin dominance, right? We're trying to bang this out. It's like a quick Wednesday bang out Wall Street Pete fast talk money here. Quickly as we can, right? So let's get into it. I think I'm covering a lot of things here. We're retesting. We're coming almost back up, and we're about to touch the 50 mentality. Once we get there and break above, guys, this resistance is over. It'll be pretty exciting to see. So we got to break the 49 level. That's what we need to see. Get to the 50 Bitcoin dominance to be back up and running. So boring sideways action going on for a while here. As you can see, didn't mean to do that. But as you can see here, coming in all the way from May of 2021, this is a long, boring sideways action of tests, right? Look how many times we tested. I want to show you that. That's important to talk about. There was a test. And this is the Bitcoin dominance, trying to explain to you eventually you're going to get a breakout there, another one there, almost here. Then we did definitely do it there, and then we're doing it now, and we're doing it again. So more and more chances you ask for the number, you're going to get the phone number, build up the confidence. We talked about that as asking for a gross phone number as technical analysis is the best analogy as possible. So let's get into Bitcoin. A lot of things people want to talk about. I do believe we could keep coming down on Pepe. Be careful. I am definitely going to be buying the farm at this price. I'm going to be an animal if it does occur. That's my financial advice. No, it's not financial advice. Only my strategy. So I'm looking to see Bitcoin. Here it is. So what I think Bitcoin's going to do, we're going to end the video from here, and we have a nice 15-minute video. Bitcoin is doing where I think we may occur a problem here. Long ascending channel, right? Talking about this ascending channel. I've been talking to you about this for the longest time, right? Oh, for the longest time. Oh, hope it woke you up a little bit. It was terrible, and my voice was cracking there. But look at the, trying to wake you up. Look at the lower bottom here. Every time we create a new lower high, we're buying here. It's a good time, right? Right on the crypto market cap I was showing you for the altcoins is the same kind of thing. So we're maybe coming down just a tiny bit. As you can see, 27.2. Take a screenshot. Do what you want. Do what you got to do. Ascending channel coming in. We are fighting. This is Bitcoin now. Share this with your friends. Talk about it. Do what you want. Nothing's changing. This is from January. If we come down in a curl, there could be a 25,000 pull-up. Pull up on me. 25,000 purchase right here in the middle of this meet. Could be an occurrence here. We could be buying. Just wait for the feds to come down and tell you some other bad news. What's happening here is a freaking falling wedge. So say that 3 times fast. Freaking falling wedge. Freaking falling wedge. It's a falling wedge, guys. This is what I think is happening. Occurring right now as we're coiling up right here currently for either breakout to the upside or a continuation, which is going to give us another breakdown at here. So let's find out what is going to happen. That's actually a really good idea, right? Let's see what the hell's going on. A lot of people may want to find out. So I'm getting into the 4-hourly. I see that pretty high on my oscillator over here are currently looking pretty rough. I do see the trend is my friend down on the RSI. So what is the trend? The trend is down. I have not seen anything different. I keep basically consolidating to the downside for Bitcoin. So getting into the last 15 minutes of this video, this is what I was trying to show you, what I wanted to talk about at the end. Why I think 25,000, if you've been following me for about 2 weeks, I've been saying preparing for this. If you don't like preparations for 2 weeks and being correct, well then, this is not the channel for you. But if you do appreciate all that, then this is the channel definitely for you. So hit the like and subscribe. Now's the time. Looking at the falling wedge symmetrical triangle pattern that we are in, we need the 27.2 to hold. Obviously, it's very important. Once that starts breaking, 25.1 will have to hold. There's a huge gap here, and this is what I was trying to tell you prior. Huge gap. So if you don't see the gap is going to have to fill. They would then give you a 25,000. Well, what are we doing? We're doing a new higher low all the way from January of this year. So if you tell me that this pattern is going to change all of a sudden, well, then it must be to the upside. We must be getting sideways boring action, and we're going to break out of this falling wedge to the upside, and then we're finally going to get to 38,000. So I'm pretty excited for that to happen. Hit the like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. What do you think about what's going on with everything here, with the prices, with everything? What is going on in the crypto space? Do you have a particular asset that you're excited about? We don't talk much about, and you want to hear about it. A lot of these assets, altcoin season. You could tell me that, and I'm talking about 2-3 weeks ago. I'm talking maybe 3 weeks ago. If you could tell me that Polygon Matic at 97.98 cents was going to be available under $1 coming this year, I would have said, wow, what is it, the end of the year? Are we correcting? So I really do expect, and that's a very, very confident comment there. What is going on with Polygon Matic with all of the news? Ladies and gentlemen, this next bull run is probably going to whip your ears back and drive you crazy. And if you don't get out at the right time, you're going to be hurt. Because what's going on, Polygon Matic couldn't have any more partnerships. Polygon Matic couldn't be doing any better than I've ever seen. So pay close attention to what Polygon Matic is doing. Getting back to Bitcoin, I'm sorry, I meant to do that. We talked about the breakout, so let's do that. And then Polygon, we're out of here. Right here. So let's see what is happening. I meant to do that. I do apologize. Some of my viewers are probably like, what was he doing? Yes. So look at this, guys. I'm going to do a short on this. We are falling to the downside. We're getting a breakout. What's happening is my Bollinger Bands are getting tight, right? Bollinger Bands that are getting tight, usually red up here, moving average, okay? Now, down here, we already know it's green. We see the line. Well, they're getting tight. Guys, what's happening to my neckline? It's pointing the fuck down. Pay attention. I don't care about the cursing. I don't care about nothing. Pay attention to what's going on. It's common sense. I teach this and I talk about this all the time. Remove the indicator. What do you see now? My Bollinger Band's getting tight. What is happening? We're getting a breakout. So when we get to about right here, we're getting a huge breakout. What is the breakout happening? Well, looking at everything with my oscillator that I just had up and talking about going down, I mean, you couldn't see any more possibilities of what's happening. We're high on the oscillator. We're overbought up here. It's common sense. Way overbought at this point in time. Every time on my 4-hourly, dating back from this whole month of April. You can see it here all the way to March. Look at that. So watch that, right? Every time we do that, what do? We're overbought. What happens? The price declines. You see that in the history right there? We have not touched that price line yet. But Bitcoin is very well approaching. So when it gets to about this tightness, as you can see, the rest of the candles need to finish this right here to get to about here. What is that? That's May 4th. That is tomorrow. Today's the 3rd. So by tomorrow, I'm expecting some sort of a breakout. So it's either to the upside or down. Most likely 70%. I'll tell you, testing to the downside. And where would that be? Well, it's going to be the 27.2 all the way to the 25 possibility. So I'm a big believer in that. I do believe that's happening. And if you look at Polygon Matic, getting a good little uplift here on the RSI, hitting a bottom low, but faking you out because what's happening, right? We're getting this pattern to the downside. Same thing. The trend is your friend until the end. And that's February 23rd. So you have not seen anything different. Nothing but going down since February 23rd for Polygon Matic. And you must pay attention to what is happening because you can get stuck in an area where, hey, I can't take this no more. I get out. Well, guess what? We just formed a double bottom, right? Just like you form a double top. Very bearish pattern. Forming double tops are very noticeable. They happen very quickly. And if you don't see them and you don't spot them, they'll hurt you. So right here, just like a double top, you get a double bottom. What is this? This is a bullish momentum. Well, what's happening currently right now is some type of falling wedge, which usually does currently bring you to the upside. It's a very bearish, non-bearish, it's bullish, pattern. Now, this is an descending channel, which it's starting to emulate friggin' descending, which is a problem here. But what is making me excited is I got this double bottom. So this double bottom's got me excited. I do see that. That is overwhelming to me. Then I go to the RSI. Look, okay, RSI is somewhere here. We did get a little pop-up, but we're going to come back down, test, and then maybe get that ticker bounce. So I'm going to pay attention to Polygon Matic, what it's doing. Pretty exciting to see that, right? Watch the volume, see where it's going. And if you see where Polygon Matic has been each time. Polygon Matic each time, if it's fell at the 77-cent mark, you were very fortunate. You were one of those few to be able to buy it at that price. So pay attention to that. 77.5, 76 cents. Polygon Matic is an outstanding buy. And if it falls below that, you already know there's something wrong. So we do see coming and trending all the way Polygon Matic from July of last year. We're talking about some sideways boring action. Don't be surprised if in a 4-hourly we do find some type of breakout. Bring it to the daily. See what we're looking at. Give yourself a good understanding. And okay, so this is what I see. I see the falling wedge is looking pretty good. As long as we can get a breakout to the upside here, we won't be getting to the descending triangle pattern for it. But right now, that's what you see. So we'll see what happens. We'll pay close attention to it. If you can see inside now, we're looking like it. So we'll see inside this falling wedge, this big falling wedge coming into here. Is this becoming a descending channel? It'll come sideways and then fall down. If it doesn't do that and we start testing all the way up and we could finish the daily to 101, we'll be heading in the right direction. So right now we need to finish a candle, the daily candle of above 104. So check out the daily candle. I don't know why this one particularly is so behind. It must be across the other side. MEX must be other side of the world here. But 2 hours and 29 minutes to get to new daily. So hopefully the new daily is popping out sooner than later here. Do have other charts showing that. So hit the like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you feel like talking about in the next altcoin. But I do see the neck coming down. Always shows us coming down through. So I am pretty bearish right now. I'm very bearish on Bitcoin and some other things. I believe altcoins are ready to pop. I do think that some of these, if Bitcoin continue to go sideways at this 27.2 like it's doing here, and we can continue to do this in this breakdown or breakout, it's just right here all the time in this circle event here. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to enjoy that. So you will be able to enjoy altcoin season. Polygon Matic is not going to be under $1 much longer. But you know what my prediction is? And I'm going to break it down and say I did this to the end. That's going to be titled. My prediction for Polygon Matic 2025 is going to be $100, guys. Does that blow anyone's mind? Or am I just sound crazy? Why is Polygon Matic under $1? I really strongly believe, right? And I'm going to say this right now. Buy or before, and I'm going to strongly say that, Matic could and should be, and that's my opinion, $100. $100. How do you feel about that? Do you agree? Or am I a fool and am I a clown? I should put my red nose on. You let me know how you feel in the comment section. So, Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Let me know how you feel about this video. Let me know what the next video you want to talk about. Are you getting tired of just hearing about Bitcoin and Ethereum? Are you getting tired of certain things? And maybe we'll watch the video and talk about what went viral today. I did not do it yet, so let's do it. This woman talked. She was speaking about, she must live in Ohio. She must be miserable about it. I feel, her hurt, but this is what I talked about.
Have safe water to drink or clean air to breathe, but Ukraine has 100 billion in our tax dollars, 2.2 billion worth of our weapons, and now American-funded pensions for their people. Something's wrong here. Anybody?
So that is a really concerning topic, huh? We got people starving in this world. People killing each other over hard times, the things that go on right now, and we have more time. But the real fucking question is what are we getting from Ukraine? What are we getting in return that we're spending all this money and just giving it away. We don't give shit away for nothing. We're getting something in return. And guess what? It's probably all confidential. So that's a bigger fucking problem.
So Ohio doesn't have.
So in the comment section, let me know what you think about that. I mean, yeah, I was pretty crazy and probably out of hand. Who am I to talk about that subject? I mean, I could say that right away without you even bashing me. But it's a great question. I really feel it's a great question. Right now it has like 150,000 views on Instagram. So we put it on a short for YouTube. So if you can come check us out and help us out, go to my shorts. And I'm not talking about these shorts that I'm wearing today. Go to my shorts in the videos, please. Become a subscriber. Comment your thoughts about that. As Kenyatta, he said, I hope we don't get Trump again. I'm curious, who do you want as a president? Who are the options as president? I'll tell you right now, I don't even know. But I do know that Biden is trying to go again. And I don't talk about politics much, but hey, guess what? I would not vote for that man. And I never did, and I never will. But I'm just saying, that guy, if I had to vote, I was hoping there'd be a fucking poll to vote against it. I'm just saying. And I'm the non-politic guy. So that's insane to say that. Sam says, nope, not tired of the Bitcoin talk. So we went a little further in this video, a little more than we should have. It is Cinco de Mayo in 2 days, huh? So some of you guys are going to be, you gringos, are going to be drinking up a storm, right? I hope you do be very careful. I hope we do get some nice action. And I do think that, honestly, Bitcoin may retest this 27.2 many times to where we fall down. So watch what Polygon Matic is doing. I really do believe that that's a great thing there. And, yeah, it's pretty sad times. Pretty sad times where we're at right now. And, you know, what happens? Does Trump send us to war if he becomes president? I'm curious about that one. You know what I mean? Does he do damage? Who is the answer? I know Biden's not the answer. I know that for a fact. And I don't know shit about shit. So in that department, I'll just keep talking about, I guess, crypto the best I can. But, you know, just ever since I think about this money world that we live in, I really do think about money all the time in every aspect of the world and how it's working. Well, you created a company. How much did it cost you to start? Just curious. So everyone have a wonderful day. I hope you rise and prosper in this difficult world that we live in. It's tough times. We could be going into a major recession here. I believe that is what's happening. If you see, go to the store, you know, buy 5 things from the store today. Buy 5 things. You have dogs? Go buy some good dog food. Don't buy the shit $20 dog food bag, which is probably now $35, $40. Go buy the $55, $65 bag that's getting smaller and more money. And then go get some milk. And then go get other couple things that you may need. And then watch the bill go to $65. And you're like, oh, 60, excuse me, 100 buying that bag of dog food that's 65. You will easily spend $100 or more. And all you did was get 5 items after 4 or 5 items after the dog food. Could you imagine? This is the U.S. problem. I don't know what's going on in your area. I'd love to hear about it. But I do know in the U.S., it's crazy. Not only did I move to fucking Seattle, by the way. I moved to Seattle. I don't know if anybody knows that. In Jersey, in the tri-state, it's been fucking raining for 2 weeks now. I'm kind of losing my shit because I'm getting tired of the rain. But I do want summer and spring I want to enjoy spring first. But what's going on in this world is crazy. So I'm curious. I go to the store. Like I said, I buy that bag of dog food. I got 2 big dogs growing and eating my everything. And I'm just curious. I don't buy the cheap shit because I want them to live. I love them. They're family. And, you know, we go to the store and it's over $100. I want to know how much you spend. I always think I could be putting that in crypto. I'm sure that's exactly what you guys do. Everybody watches this channel. Everything you do, when you have money, you think about crypto. It's a good time to buy. Oh, I got some money on me. It's a good time to put it in. Well, always be ready. Always have liquid. That's one of my tips, one of my suggestions. I'll leave you off with some of them ideas, some of the thoughts, some of the new subscribers that are here. If you're new to the channel, as we're ending right now, we're ending. Not an Italian telling you goodbye for 2 hours. We're actually going to end this. But dollar cost averaging. What's dollar cost averaging? Dollar cost averaging is, well, it's a strategy of buying it and selling it in a specific continuous events. And you just keep selling. You just keep buying. If you feel that is the trend of the price of the asset it's moving. It makes total sense, right? So, I mean, I'm buying something, right? And I see Disney, and it's going down. It's going down. And each month, I notice it's going down. Well, guess what? Each month, I'm DCAing. That's how it works. You think Disney's going to go down and shit the bed? Well, then you're not going to dollar cost average into that. You're going to dollar cost average the fuck out. It's the exact opposite. Disney's going nowhere, guys. It's actually Polygon Matic is partnered with Disney. So if you want to somehow get involved in Disney, well, buy some Polygon Matic cryptocurrency. You know nothing about cryptocurrency, but guess what? I just told you that they partnered with Disney. Guess who else they partnered with? MasterCard. MasterCard is doing transactions. How many transactions did they do in 2021? I think 1 trillion in a certain amount of time. So my point to you guys is if you're struggling, if you're having a hard time, and you're going to the store and you're noticing the inflation and you're noticing the problems, you need to start living a little more simple. And it's not financial advice. This is just fucking common sense to me. And do these things. You'll help yourself out. I'm telling you right now. So right now, I'm starting to lose a little faith in Cardano. Cardano's upsetting. But we're out of here. And we're out of here like Vladimir. I'm not talking about Putin. A lot of problems going on. And if you continue to live in the same world and the same shit and do the same shit every day, it's called the definition of insanity. So if you have yet to get your toes and dip your toe into crypto, you may want to start grabbing $100. Check it out. Go to Coinbase if you want. Go to Binance US if you're in US. And if you're out of the US, go to Binance. Those are the best two. They're the only two I'll probably tell you to get involved. And Coinbase has me a little concerned with regulatory issues being upset. They want to leave the U.S., so be careful with that. Maybe Binance U.S., if you're in the U.S., is the #1 place to go. But I'm going to tell you right now, people have gotten hurt buying crypto. People have done amazing buying crypto. You have to do your own research. None of it's financial advice. Do not think for a second that there's a fucking stranger that is going to help you. No one is going to help you in crypto. No one is going to take your crypto, take 1 Bitcoin and give you 10 back. There are no fucking crypto tooth fairies, okay? Have a wonderful day. Love you all. Peace in and peace out. I hope this video was very helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe it was entertaining as you thought. It is not for little kids to hear because the F-bombs come in a little too frequently. Have a great day. Wall Street Pete. Sick dough in crypto. If you want to know about the Bitcoin levels and keep up with the crypto space, well, this might be the guy for you. If not, well, we try our best every day, so maybe it'll turn you into a lover. Take care, guys.